What if being sick isn't your body failing, but your body finally speaking? You have symptoms, you have body reactions, a headache, or like a tiny pain in the body, or a fever, and all of these symptoms are signs. They are the way of your body and your soul to communicate with you. There are some things that I've observed in our language and the word that we are using to call things, and I will give you some examples that are for me like really mind-blowing, in the sense that they are like just like saying it out loud. In French, the word sickness is maladie, and if you break down into different words, it becomes maladie, and it means the hurt has said. So it's kind of like your body saying that the pain is talking to you, like the pain is a way of talking, a way of telling you something is going on here. And there are other words that I could give as an example. There is another French word which means healing, and it's guérir, and if you separate into words, it means joy or joyful, happy, and laughing, the word to laugh. So it means that when you heal, you become happy again, but also in another way, it means that how to heal, it's to be happy and to laugh. I could show you some, like there are so many more examples. I mean, there is one word that I already took as example in another video, which was depression, deep rest. If you feel depressed, if you feel that you're anxious and you're in a depression mode, or if you feel depressed, you just need a deep rest, basically. So what I'm trying to say is that a disease is your body's way of communicating to you that something is wrong inside of you. But on top of it, the word disease also has a meaning. It's the opposite of ease, so it's the way of saying that there is inner tension. So in this channel, I am willing to speak a lot about wellness and recovery, detox, and as my header is saying, the biggest asset in life is your health. So healing and being healthy is so important. It's the thing that you cannot buy. It's the only thing that you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of this on your own. You have to find your own responses, and you are the master of it, of your own health. And even though you can have some external help, the one that has the biggest power is yourself. And I've realized that before talking about being healthy and also healing and all these modality of like detoxifying your body from a lot of things and reaching a better state of health and everything, I realized that being sick and sickness is so misunderstood. And in the world that we are living, people do not really acknowledge a sickness. We are more reacting to the symptom and trying to stop the symptom, but we're not really looking at why do we have the symptoms, right? And that's why I wanted to talk first about this and really explain what it is to be sick in all of the layers, and maybe bringing some awareness and understanding of the fact that if you ignore your body, the body will not whisper anymore, it will not speak anymore, but it will start screaming. And this is where you start to be in an alert mode and alarming yourself, like, what is going on? But if you were more in tune to your body from, like, on a day-to-day basis, if you were more in tune to your body, you would hear its way of speaking. You would hear its words and its expressions to you, even though you may have to learn how to, I would say, read between lines or understand what it's trying to say. It's already a way to, the way to recovery. Acknowledging that something's wrong, acknowledging that your body's talking to you and trying to understand is the way to recovery. So if you're a little bit spiritual, or if you are open to a bigger spectrum of life and spirituality, and if you understand your body in different levels, you will understand that there are like different levels. You have the physical level, like your body, but you also have the mental and emotional level, and you have the energetic and spiritual level. And these are the three bodies, basically, that you need to look at and take care of every day. So what it is to be sick on the physical level. On the physical level is basically every, like a flu or fever or any viruses that you can catch, or like it can go from like allergies, food poisoning, like your body is telling you, I do not like this environment, or I didn't like what you gave me as food, or this was not good for me, or I'm feeling like my immune system is a bit too low, like you're not giving me enough nutrients, so I'm reacting to show you that you need to feel me better. Like there is so many underlying messages from your body that are like expressed as a disease, whether the disease is small or big, like whether it's just like a cold, a runny nose, or whether it is cancer. Like cancer is a physical form that is growing and that you cannot ignore anymore in your body. But before that form, you had a lot of signs. Your body told you something's wrong, and you may have had like a lot of symptoms. And if you ignore the symptoms, it's going to cancer form of sickness, right? On the mental and energetic level, I would say being sick or not being healthy is being anxious or being very stressed, even depressed. Like if you have like, it can be also like fogginess or headache, like all these alternative state, like mental state where you're not feeling good, where you're feeling like even overwhelmed, all these mental states and even emotional state like anger, resentment, fear, like all these emotions are damaging your body, and all the trauma of these emotions are stored in different organs in our body, different parts of the body, the legs, the liver for the anger, like every part of the body has its way of expressing, I would say, like rage, madness, even happiness. Like you have also like good emotions to be stored, and thanks God for that, but there is a lot of like repressed emotions, or even expressed but not fully expressed emotions that are stored in your body. And this is the way the mental and emotional level becomes something on a physical level. And then on the third layer is the energetic and spiritual. And I would say that if you are not praying, or if you're not believing in anything, or if you're not in tune with yourself, if you're not feeling your own energy, if you're not understanding how much of energetic being we are, you are completely disconnected from it. And if you are not connected to your energy, your aura, and it means that you cannot read or perceive what you are what's emanating from you, like what you're spreading and sharing around you, like your aura, your energy, what you're sharing with the people around you, but you're also not feeling what people are saying to you, like what are the energy of the other people or the aura of other people. And since we are very magnetic and full of energy, and like there are no limits to the power of our own energy. So if you're not aware, and if you're not in tune with it, and if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling the impact of other people on you. You're not feeling when somebody or something is taking you so much energy, when something is draining you. And if you go home, for example, let's take an example. You're going home, you're feeling completely depleted, tired, overwhelmed. You even have the start of a sore throat. You're feeling like a tense body. Like, this is the expression of maybe an encounter you had that day, or a meeting that was very draining, where maybe that person had a bad vibe, a bad energy, and it was feeding on you. And then this condition made you feel like not really good, but you didn't know why. And then your body started to tense. Like, it's these three levels of bodies are interconnected, and they're always actually interconnected. So they are like feeding each other. So if you feed your soul is feeding your mental health, like your spirit and your body. But if something is impacting one of the bodies, it's also impacting the others if you do not listen to it. I mean, it's pretty complex, but what I want to say is, like, there is not only one body. It's not only us, like me, myself, Marion, in this physical body on earth. No, there is my soul, there is my physical body, there is my energetic body, and there is how I take care of it every day. What do I do every day that is feeding my soul? What do I do every day that is feeding my thoughts? And what do I do or eat, or how do I feed every day my body, my physical body? Being sick is not only a lack of exercise or eating unhealthy food and processed food. Like, these, of course, are contributing to a sickness. I would say they're not helping, they're kind of adding to it, but they're not the main reason. There is not only one reason. So as human beings, we are such a complex species. And what I want to say by this is, like, there is no one recipe. There is no one cure that would work with me and with everybody in this planet, because we all come from a different culture, a different background, a different ancestral histories and history, and we don't come from the same family. We haven't fed by the same food, we haven't learned the same thing. We didn't go to the same school. We didn't grow up in the same environment, the same climate. And we're not thinking the same. We're not believing in the same God. We have different beliefs. Like, all of these elements, and there are many more, much more to it, but these elements are the recipe of yourself. We all made of a different recipe, and every day we add ingredients to that main recipe that we are. So every day we are feeding ourselves, our bodies, every single day. And if we stop feeding one of them, one starts to get sick. And if we overfeed one, I mean, it's all about balance, and there is no one cure. There is no one solution for a symptom or a sickness, or like, you need to understand that you need to be in tune with yourself. You need to take the time to reconnect with yourself. Being sick is being disconnected. Being healthy is when you start to look at it, you start to give it time, energy, presence, physical presence. You start to really embody who you are in all its layers. And when you start to understand that movement, you start to be aware that, oh my God, like I feel like I have a little headache. But then you take a step back and you're like, yeah, it's been very hot today, and I didn't drink so much water, and I did go to the sauna. So maybe and probably I am dehydrated. So what do? I take a glass of water with some salt, because salt is helping the body to carry the water faster in the whole body, like you rehydrate faster. So what I do is, like, I take Himalayan salt or Celtic salt, and I put here under the tongue and I drink. And in like 5 to 10 minutes, I'm back. No more headache. So if you have the automatic system of, I have a headache, I take ibuprofen, I don't even remember the names of these medications, but let's say, yeah, like I have a headache, I'm taking a pill. The pill is shutting down the symptom. It's like turning off the voice of your body. That's it. It's not rehydrating your body, or it's not working on the real problem. But if you're shutting down, you're just shutting down. So probably the next time it will be bigger, faster, worse, more violent, because you're not listening. You're not open to listen. Fever is a mechanism. It's the way of the body to kill a bacteria or a virus in the body. So when the body is busy trying to heal something, let it be. The symptom is your body's voice. It's communication. So if you take a pill, the pill is shutting down communication. It's shutting down your body of expressing itself. It's interference. Interference between the symptom, the disease, to healing. So I would say the information, or what you should get from this video, is to try to be a bit more observant with yourself. Try to read between lines, and before having the response of, like, I'm gonna take a pill, maybe step back and observe, like, what did I do today? What did I eat? What did I think? Who did I meet? Did I feel frustrated by something, or do I feel angry? Or, like, try to observe every emotions and everything that happened to you, how you fed your body that day, like all of the additional ingredients to the recipe of yourself today, or the recipe of today's self, and try to see and try to find and research, and even, like, sit with it. Sit, close your eyes, breathe, like take 2-3 deep breath and connect and try to see, okay, I have a headache. Yes, I have a headache, but I'm also feeling a little pain on my lower right belly, like maybe, I don't know, so maybe it's your intestine telling you, hey, like, it's not at ease right now, can you help? Yes, like being more open to receive, not judge, and understand this message. Do not shut down your inner communication. It is so important. That's the way to healing. The only thing I want to add is my recommendation is to not silence the symptom, but try to understand the message. I'm always open to help. If anything happened to you, I've been doing this for many years, so I've learned a lot about myself and about how our body are speaking to us, and sometimes it takes time to understand, but believe me, it's worth it, because I am never sick. I detox since many years my body twice a year. I do a big detox, big fast, where I cleanse my body. I mean, I will explain this in future videos. For those who know me, you know I love doing this because I see it as a gift to myself. But if you need help to understand, feel free to drop a comment below, and if it's ringing a bell, if I'm thinking of something, I will share it with you. I'm always open to help, and I feel that we have to reconnect to ourselves because the world is getting more sick and people are getting sick all the time. They have symptoms all the time, and I've never seen that before. People are sick 2-3 times a month. They always have a flu, always have a cold. And I think it's insane. It's so not normal. And it's just that they're so disconnected from themselves, and so disconnected. And they keep disconnecting. They keep going home, watching Netflix, taking medication and waiting for it to be better. But it's just numbing yourself. It's just turning off yourself, turning off your body, and yeah, until it goes very far, and until maybe it's too late. You have to reconnect to yourself. That's my message to you, from my soul to you, from my being, because I want the world to be better for us. I want us to be more connected. I want us to be more aware of people around us, and more caring, and more, like more connected, more compassionate, more helpful with each other, and more in tune with ourselves, with others, and really reconnected to our true power, because we're all healers. But if our power is shut down, we do not have access to this healing capacity that we have. But on top of it, we get sick and sick and sick, and like we have symptoms, and we think it's normal. We think it's normal to have allergies. We think it's normal to be allergic to this, or to have a bloated belly after eating this, or to, I mean, we made it normal to be sick, but it's not normal. So let's rewire, and let's put back into place how the world should be, and how we should be, and how we should show up in this world.